And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
On first down, it's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Goff on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 55 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Goff on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Darnold. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Lions. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. An injury timeout here as I believe, yeah, that's DeAndre Swift. Swift is still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Gone. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Goff.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Goff.
He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48.
Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. A DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again.
You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Darnold throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's the Panthers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A shotgun snap for Goff.
This one swung out to Williams.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now it's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive. 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold down to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Middle of the field to Allison. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Goff. And he fires one incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a...
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. So here are the Lions to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they'll get this down to the 10.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Lions now. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a first down throw. Gone. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's gone. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards remain on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, Goff. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there, but now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Goff now looks to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 35 on second down, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Darnold. Again, he finds Moore. And just a yard to go here on second down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And this one complete to Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. On the give, this is Hubbard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Spins past him. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got a man. That's Allison.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This one swung out to Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Williams. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They run it again with Williams. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Lions, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.